That Hobie, should he do the thing?
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
guess.
So,
I think we're
we're
live.
live? Hey there, Bubs and Bubblies. What's poppin'? My name is Master Hobai, and welcome back to Marvelous Misadventures, episode 11. Exorcist will not be joining us this time because he doesn't have any kind of internet access, but that's fine. His character's passed out anyway. Last time it was pretty funny and awkward as well, since it had been a while since we've gathered like this. We had ghosts in the background screaming like banshees. Our very own Brett managed to freaking tame a chimera, and some wolf puffs were stolen and the family killed by a demon, and now paladins are raising dire wolves to help them fight. So there's that.
Yeah, fucking tame the chimera. I'm still not over that, by the way.
Well, it's only been a week. I mean, yeah. Oh man, so a little bit of time has passed. I'm gonna say like maybe 2 days or so. The Void's still in the dungeon area, being watched by Cole. Um, I'm assuming that Azeroth isn't in control anymore right now, after he got like Falcon punched by an angel.
He's around, but he's not in control.
All right. Is Void awake right now, or is he just kind of chilling out?
Wood's awake, but he's totally chilling there, so they just think he's asleep.
Okay. Hmm.
So, then,
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. So just gonna.
Getting horrible echo. Like you were talking twice in my mic and in Discord. So it's picking you up two different ways. So that intro was probably absolute shit.
Technical difficulties.
yeah.
What? Oh, good job, honey. Well, put your tail on and I'll do that later.
Oh, so you don't know how to make. Yeah, because the canon is that Void got punched in the head so hard that he totally forgot everything that Azeroth did. Because normally. Yeah. No, he would normally remember, but the canon is that he got punched in the face so hard that he forgot.
He got the god hand to the face.
Void just wakes up and is just like, how did I get here? I remember going to steal puppies, and somehow I'm in a dungeon.
So he's not gonna talk to the guy next to the cell at all?
Nope, he's just sort of waiting. He's just like, something will happen eventually.
Can I have Dakota go down to the dungeon?
Say what?
Dakota,
Oh, me?
down to the dungeon. Can you do that?
I don't know why you wouldn't be able to go down to the dungeon.
Alright. Well, he was asking if he could do that. I forgot I had Mozart playing, so I hope I don't get any strikes for that. Let's play.
Mozart?
Yeah, I forgot I had Mozart playing earlier, and I just kind of left it on.
From Twitch, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
Michael, continue.
Dakota can go down to the dungeon. There he is.
Cole, switch out.
Yeah, I needed a break anyway. So yeah, cool. There's a fairly decent chair there. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's better than sitting on the ground or standing for hours on end.
So, Void notices Dakota, and because I don't imagine they sat him up or anything, they just sort of tied him up and then set him on the ground in there. Void sort of.
I'm assuming they at least.
I don't know. I imagine with how he's tied, like he can't even like really stand or move. It's okay. So Void kind of just like rolls over, like to the gate of the cell, just looks at Dakota and just like, I'll take my steak bloody with a baked potato. And then he rolls back over into like a corner.
I've given you chance after chance after chance, Void. You threatened my home. That I cannot allow.
I do not know what you're talking about. I'm just hungry, so can I please just have some food?
Do you really not remember?
I have no fucking clue. Last thing I remember, I was going to steal some puppies, and then there was a sharp pain in my left ass cheek, and now I'm here.
Well, if it comforts you in any way, shape, or form, the puppies are fine, but you are not taking all of them.
Can I have one at least? I wanted to give one to the manor. The man at the manor.
We'll talk about that later. Right
Okay.
now, if you truly do not remember what happened, I will explain. According to what Melda said, you went in to take these puppies, and you were dragged back into this den by direwolves.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. How the fuck did I survive? How the fuck am I here?
She said she doesn't know, but when you came out, you were not you, and that calcifier had to run her all the way back to the monastery. When we all figured out what was going on and finally heard the news, you literally came into the monastery, my home, with the evilest, darkest of presence around you.
Does that have to do with that thing in the corner?
I almost slayed you, Void.
I'm honestly asking you here, Dakota. The thing in the corner, does that have anything to do with this?
I'm not looking at it.
Just
Um,
a side note, Dakota, you
see
see
it
the
anyway.
thing that Void can't.
Yeah, you can't see it anyway.
Player knowledge, are we allowed to have that thing? Well,
It's like a spiritual representation of Azeroth. Only Void can see it.
He cleared some stuff with me, so yeah.
okay.
That's why I'm...
Can I sense... Am I allowed to sense this thing's presence, but not exactly where?
Well, since you have just like detect evil on all the time, you can get like some evil vibes from Void, but not from Void. It's difficult for you to pinpoint where it's coming from, but it's definitely in the cell.
What corner is it in, Void? The thing.
The one opposite to me. It's like standing there. I don't know what it's doing.
Like in the cell, or is it just in the
Like behind the Dakota. I was gonna say it's like behind Dakota, just sitting there, just sort of like standing there.
I don't see anything, Void.
What do you mean you don't see it? It's there. I'd say it's bright as day, but it's rather dark actually.
Maybe I'm feeling what you're talking about, but I don't see it.
Yes, of course. Going, I feel you. Sorry, I had to.
I'm done!
My lord.
It's over!
Good job. honey. Now
Okay.
we gotta wrap it up. Call it a day.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
So, yeah, and then he just looks. Void, you see Void just sort of like staring at it.
Can I have Dakota pop Zone of Truth?
That's a thing that you know when it's in the spell slot level.
Yes.
You have, then yes, you can pop Zone of Truth.
Alright, so I pop Zone of Truth. Our targets within a certain radius of me cannot lie. So Void, everything you tell me now has to be truth.
Okay.
You're telling me you don't remember anything that happened and that there is some sort of shadowy, dark thing in that corner that I cannot see, but only you can.
Pretty much.
What is it doing?
Just sort of staring at you.
At me?
Yes.
Void.
Yeah.
I am putting a lot of trust in you for this, but I believe you.
Thank you.
But there's going to have to be a trial period for you.
Trial?
Yes, you came into the monastery with evil intentions. Or it came into the monastery with evil intentions. Either way, no paladin in this monastery trusts you. And there will be a trial.
First?
He's so angry about
Void's hungry.
Sounds like me. Can I at least
I
eat?
get to
Is there
eat
food
first.
in it for me?
Void. I'm going to ask you another group of questions, okay?
All right.
Have like wind blowing into your mic.
Better.
Much, thank you. All right.
That's much better.
No.
Has there ever been a case in your life before where something is taken over?
Not that I can recall. There was this one time.
Explain.
I'm going to, if you'll let me speak. There was this one time.
Shut the fuck up, I'll tell you.
Yeah. There was this one time that I don't remember fully what happened. But I was on the floor when I woke up, and my father was there, and he had a gash in his side, clearly made from some kind of weapon. But I don't know what caused it. He was looking at me strangely, and I don't know. It left a nasty scar, I can tell you that. Whatever got him.
Void.
Yes.
This is gonna sound strange.
I'm already fucking locked in a cell, tied up, and the last thing I remember is having a wolf chomp down on my ass. How could this get any more strange? Go ahead.
Something negative could be something negative could be affecting you. A negative entity. I'm not sure what, but it's something supernatural. Something that's not on the same plane as me, but connected to you.
Huh.
Dakota then proceeds to stare at the corner that Void said he saw the thing at.
Void just sort of looks at you, and it's just like, you two are strangely close at this point. And from Void's point of view, Azeroth is like an inch from your face, staring directly into your, like, staring directly at you.
DM, do I sense this thing right in front of me?
Again, it's hard to pinpoint down because really this shadowy thing that Void is seeing is just kind of the way that he's personifying Azeroth in something that he can understand.
Yeah.
But
As for you being able to like physically sense where it is at, it's murky at best.
Currently, Azeroth doesn't really have the power. The only one that can see this right now is Void. Over time, I assume, like, eventually, as he gets more powerful, he'll be able to take on forms where it's easier for you to sense him and such. If that makes sense. Anyway,
DM.
Is this scene gonna go any further?
There's one thing I want to do. Is there a way to contact, like, is there like a little bell thing I can pull to request somebody to come down here? A cleric, per se, from the dungeon, so I wouldn't have to leave.
You honestly could probably just call out for Mira and she'll be there in a heartbeat.
Mira!
Here, tap, 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 tap. Yes, Dakota?
Stay at the entrance.
Okay. She looks a little confused, but she goes back to the entrance.
Do me a favor.
depends
I
on
want-
the favor.
I want you to begin blessing this room, Mira.
Against what?
Something. From what Void has told me, he can see something in his cell.
It's not in the cell. It's right behind you.
What?
It's
Said that
behind
already.
you.
There's nothing there.
That's what he said. But it's right there. I can see it. And you put that finger down. And from Void's point of view, Azeroth is sort of sitting there like, fuck you. And it's like flipping him off.
Mira, I can sense whatever it is. It's murky, but Void does not give off an evil presence like this.
Oh, okay, I'll try. And so she's doing her thing now.
And then, okay, Void looks back at Dakota and he goes, so do I get to eat now? Do I get food?
Soon. After this.
Alright.
You might need to speak up. Because Maddie is having trouble hearing you.
Oh, she is?
I was having trouble hearing him a bit too, but I didn't say anything about it because I thought it was just me.
Let's see if I can do anything to help you guys hearing. See, I have my microphone set to my laptop so you can hear him.
Yeah, and whenever I talk, I do look over towards her computer so that it can pick me up better.
Alright. So,
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do about it. I tried.
Okay, so while Mira is doing her room blessing thing, let's see here. What's Santa been up to these past couple days?
Santa's just been practicing throwing her cards around.
So she's been working on her accuracy. Okay, give me a high or low.
High.
Increase your dexterity by 1.
Woo!
if that was Michael, he would have failed that.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the lucky spurs, so he can always re-roll that.
Yeah.
Alright, so Santa has just been practicing her shenanigans. What about Melda?
Is there like a library either in the monastery or in the village somewhere?
I would say there'd be one in the monastery for the clerics, right?
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have her be holed up in there.
Alright, give me a high or low.
Low. I just got a headache or something, didn't I?
No, increase your intelligence by 1.
Sweet, thanks.
Before Dakota was down in the dungeon, doing that stuff, what has he been doing for the past couple days?
And I have the question also of what Roxy and Calcifier have been doing.
Oh, I'll get to them.
What Dakota's been doing?
Yeah, before he went down to the dungeon, like for the past couple days, what's Dakota been doing?
Well, most likely he would have been practicing his swordmanship.
Okay, so trying to get more powerful strikes and etc. Right?
Yes, with each hit.
Give me a high or low.
Low.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
You want a lucky spur?
Yeah, if you had called it right, you would have gained another point of strength.
Well, he has lucky spurs, can't he? We tried that if he wants.
That is true. Do you want to retry that roll?
Sure.
All right. High or low?
High.
Wow, this thing does not want to give you anything.
Exactly.
My
It's
dice
like
hate you.
Christ.
your dice are racist. You know that, right?
But they're black.
His dice are racist.
Yeah. They don't like me. There can only be one in their eyes.
Roxy actually hasn't been doing too much. She's just kind of been like walking around the grounds, making sure nothing's really going on. She's kind of been in guard mode, if that makes sense. As for Calcifier, he's just been, sitting on the fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yos. Wop, dude, wop.
There's the all-important question.
You better have been
Have the
singing that.
paladins been taking care of Kilgreave? Have they been feeding Kilgreave?
Kilgrave is able to go out hunting on his own, dude.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I worry for him.
Yeah. So give me a high or low.
Hi.
There.
Okay, he's been successful on hunts, so he hasn't wandered off.
All right.
So, yeah, at one point, Calcifier, being the impatient asshole that he is, actually comes storming into the monastery, wondering what the hell is taking so long for us to get out of here. So, yeah, angry shadow dude in the courtyard now.
Okay. So, quick in the courtyard. Is there like a shadow? Is there like a part where something could like hide in the shadows in the courtyard?
I would assume so.
Then there's just, if Calcifier were to per se do a spot check or like a sight check, he would see like a little something in the corner just sort of like looking at him.
And what would this be? I thought Azeroth was down in the dungeon area with you.
Yeah, he can move around on his own as long as he's not too far from Void. They don't need to be like directly next to each other. He can go wander off and like look and do his own. He can like wander around, look at things, and like see things per se. So like he doesn't need to be near Void. He can like wander around a bit. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I get what you're laying down there.
Yeah. It's like, so there's just a little shadowy thing crouched in the corner, sort of just like wondering what's going on with everything.
Is the reason why he's out here now because Mira's blessing the room?
That and he's interested in Calcifier.
So yeah, Calcifier's walking around actually trying to find Dakota now. He doesn't quite know where you are, and he's not that good at sensing people. So he's just kind of wandering around, going, "Hey, has anyone seen Dakota? Dakota,
Does
Dakota."
Cole to him?
Cole went off to the barracks area to go lay down.
What about Tiff?
Tiff has had enough shit for a good while. She just needs to be alone.
I mean, She had it pretty rough. There was the freak out on the boat. If y'all remember that.
Yeah.
And then there was the fact that she saw Void tame a fucking chimera.
And just all sorts of shit went down.
Yeah, all sorts of shit. She got teleported into a pocket dimension.
No one that you're traveling with is human.
Can I do a listen check to see if I hear
I'm
Calcify?
gonna go ahead and say that you hear him whenever he finally gets really impatient. Goes, Dakota, get your ass out of here!
I'm assuming the dungeon roof isn't that high, so can I have Dakota just stand on this chair and bang 3 times on the roof, technically Calcifier's floor of the dungeon, to see if he hears it?
Why don't you just call out to him or go see him? Why do you want to
Dakota
be?
does not
Why
want-
do you want to be the angry downstairs neighbor?
Dakota does not want to leave Mira alone in this room.
Yeah, because you don't trust Void or something.
Really, you're not gonna trust the world's strongest cleric to be in a room with a guy who is pretty much tied up and locked behind bars.
Tied up and can't really move.
Good point. I just have Dakota go out and find where this Calcifier is then.
So yeah, he's pretty much just right out there in the courtyard, looking pretty pissed off.
Yes, Calcifier.
Why haven't we left yet? And what the hell is that thing? He says, pointing over to the shadowy corner where he can see the thing at that you can't.
What thing? Oh god, don't tell me you see it too.
Azeroth just sort of waves over.
Yeah, it's waving. What the hell is that?
Void was in the dungeon telling me about this shadowy thing staring at me. So I had Mira come down to bless the room. I guess it's up here now.
Yeah, and it's kind of creeping me out.
It stands up and sort of walks over to Calcifier and says, I didn't like how you ran from me.
Well, I'm gonna have to do a DM thing here. If he is not strong enough to have a physical form, he is not strong enough to speak.
Okay. He can't speak?
Cannot speak.
Calcifier, do you know what it is? Because I cast a spell on Void. He's telling the truth.
As far as I can tell, this thing is a demon.
It is demonic in nature.
It's not in nature, it is a demon.
Son of a...
From what I can tell, maybe even a demon of rage, though I haven't seen one in a long time. Won't put a number on it.
How do you get rid of it?
What makes you think I know how to banish a demon? Why don't you go ask your girlfriend to do that?
1, you've been the most demonic one until now, in everyone's eyes.
I'm not
2,
a demon, though.
Yes, we've covered that, but you seem to know more about the subject than most others here.
And you know more about swords than I do, yet I'm not calling you a frickin' samurai.
Fair. Okay, fair. The reason this is taking so long is there's going to be a trial period for Void because he literally tried to break his way into the monastery.
Yeah, and got a good swung at you from what I saw.
Just glad that swing didn't connect, and I'm glad William did what he did.
Speaking of which, has he gotten his ass up yet?
Nope.
Well, then that's what's taking us so long, not this trial period humans are so fond of.
Can I ask a favor, Calcifier?
Yeah, shoot.
As long as it's up here, can you keep an eye on it? As soon as it leaves your vision, you can go back outside. But just keep an eye on it up here.
You want me to watch a demon.
Well, you're able to see it. No one else can see it. And there's no telling what this thing can do.
As far as I can tell, it's pretty weak. It's just kind of creepy at the moment.
He sees like the thing. He sees it shrug and sort of just be like, eh.
Yeah, I don't think it can do much without Void.
Right now, I'm having Mira bless the room that Void is in. I don't think that will do much now, knowing it's a demon.
Calcifier sees the thing sort of like dissipate and disappear.
And now it's gone. Great.
Okay, you can go back outside now. I'm going to head back into the dungeon.
All right. Well, just so you know, Will's not the only one who can use that damn medallion. If you get his ass out here, I can get us home. I'll be waiting for you at the door. And, you know, he saunters back out to his usual spot. Plops down.
Just reading the comments. The giant demon man is scared of the baby demon.
Calcifier's not a demon! He's just a shadowy
he's
dude.
not. And
He's
then-
just a shady figure.
First consensus was a vampire, then it turned into the demon, then it turned into Lich, and now we don't know what he is anymore.
my idea was demon. I fully pushed that until the point where Azeroth took over, and it was confirmed he's not a demon. Because if anyone know what's a demon in, it would be Azeroth. And Azeroth knows it's not a demon. So, now we're left with the question, what in the fuck is he?
Okay, so Dakota goes back to the dungeon.
Okay, you see Mira finishing up her blessing.
Void somehow propped himself up in a corner and just sort of sitting there.
Mira, we may have an issue.
Oh, what is it now?
I spoke with Calcifier. He can see the thing too.
Really?
You can see it too? What's
And
that mean? What is it?
Void, what you and Calcifier are saying, in Calcifier's own words, is a demon.
A demon.
He's called it a specific type of rage demon or something.
Sounds
So
like
this-
my kind of demon.
Mira, this is serious. Calcifier said it's weak right now, but if this thing gets stronger...
You see the Mira is deep in thought about something.
Well, I have good news and bad news for you, Void.
What's the good news? And then what's
At
the
this-
bad news?
At this moment in time, it is very weak, but it needs you to do stuff in order for it to do stuff, at least.
So does that mean I can fight it? You can
Void,
keep
I
with
don't
me?
know.
Wouldn't hurt to try now, would it?
Yes and no.
Everything got quiet. Did somebody actually get muted?
No.
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 I'm not
Okay.
muted. So Void's there just like thinking for a bit and he's just like, now do I get food?
Mira kind of like waves Dakota off to go get the food while she continues thinking about something.
Thank you, Mira. It's much appreciated.
She just kind of gives you this look like, you know, the less noise that she has, the better.
Okay.
Void. Dakota sits back down in the chair.
What?
This is a very serious thing to deal with.
And you see Void, the ropes drop around Void and you see him stand up and he's just like, you speak to me like I'm a child. And then he goes and sits on the bed.
Wait, you got out of these ropes
that I tied and that were also blessed by Mira.
Okay.
Void's been
Just to let you guys know, between episodes, I had Breton do a escape
rolled
artist
an
check,
escape artist, and,
and
he passed.
yeah, he just holy crap. I need to start making these checks higher.
Yeah, and so you just sort of, so he just like got it. So he's been able to get out of this rope a while ago, but he stayed tight.
Ow!
Whatever to trick you. So now he's just like, I'm sick of these
okay,
ropes.
He's playing solitaire in another window, and an ad played, and it blew my eardrums out.
Oh.
Void.
Okay. So continue.
If you could, Void, give me the rope.
And he's like, why? So you can try and tie me up again?
No, because that was expensive rope, and
You see Void pick up the rope, and he's just like, here you go. He puts a hand out the bars.
Dakota takes the rope and reties it around his leg.
And then Void goes and sits on the bed, and he's like, you know, if I wanted to, I could have easily gotten out of the rope and spit acid on the lock and gotten out of here long before you even knew. But I chose
Not
to
without
stay
one of us
here.
slaying you on the way out.
Probably not. I have a pretty good survivability rate.
Yeah,
Plus,
so you guys
would
have
you
to
really
take
take
a
a
shot
chance?
really quick. There's a spider dangling in the room, and I gotta kill it.
He's saving my life.
He's saving my life.
Yeah, and then Void gives you the look of like, you couldn't kill me if you tried.
I could have killed you when that thing of yours attacked me. I'm not sure if you realize this, Void. Me and Will could have killed you.
You see Void. If Void walks over, he spits acid on the lock and just he does it open. Does the lock melt? Or does he still have his headphones off?
Hobai has the headphones off.
No, I'm back now. What's supposed to?
So
He's
yeah, Void spits acid on the lock. Does it?
Okay,
open?
first give me a dexterity roll to see if you can hit this lock.
I mean, it's a cone.
Yeah, and
Okay, so what? Dexterity roll? That's
Yep.
what?
your D20 plus your
D20
dexterity
plus-
modifier.
That is 20.
Okay, yeah, you hit the lock. Now give me a high or low.
High.
Yeah, the lock starts to melt.
Of course.
And Void just sitting there, and he looks at you and says, if you're not going to get me food, I'll go get it myself.
Can I do an intimidation roll to make him stay in that cell? To make him fear leaving that cell?
Let's see, what would he have to roll against that? I guess it would be, yeah, your intimidation versus his will.
Okay.
Alright, so that's how this works. You both roll your d20 and add on those modifiers.
So I just add my intimidation to it.
Yeah.
Not 20.
I am so done with you right now,
Not
Brad.
20.
Oh god. So
It's
Hold on,
back.
I haven't even rolled yet.
okay, go ahead, roll.
I'm so mad.
If you net 20, if your base intimidation is higher than his base will, then you win.
You know what? I'm putting it in my Yahtzee cup. Hold up.
The Yahtzee cup for good luck.
Yahtzee cup for good luck.
Bounce off the.
Did you roll 20? Did you nat 20?
Yes. What's
So
your
what's
base,
your-
Will?
No, what's your intimidation?
How about you guys
What's
send
your
it to
base
me?
will?
You guys each send it to me. Okay, I'm not
I
gonna
know-
have this dick comparing contest where you guys don't.
I just say I win because my intimidation's 15.
Okay, then he does.
What is your will?
My will is 10.
Yeah. Okay.
I was so upset for a second.
So yeah. So what you feel is almost like a divine anger outside of that door, and you don't want to leave the cell now.
Hmm. Could I? Can I do a bluff check to see if I can like bluff him out? To say, act like I'm not scared.
Zone of Truth is still up. You can't bluff.
It's not lying. It's just acting.
Bluffing
Like,
That
is
is
lying.
no, not necessarily.
Yes, necessarily.
That's what the bluffing is lying. Like, are you trying? What? Okay, how are you trying to bluff him out? Explain to me how you're trying to bluff him.
Trying to bluff and just be like, trying to bluff and act like he doesn't feel this divine anger.
Okay, well, you definitely don't want to leave the cell.
Well, could he just
So
like, bluff and act like he is?
so you're trying to just play it off, but you still don't want to go anywhere. Okay. Yeah, let's see your bluff check versus his sense motive check.
Okay, sense motive. What do I got in sense motive? Okay, this is about to be fun. Okay, what would that be?
All right. So Void, what's your bluff?
42.
Excuse me?
I believe that's it.
How many breaks do you have in bluff?
You heard me right? I said 32. Oh, did you hear me right?
It sounded like you said 42 at first.
No, 30.
Okay.
I meant 32, not 42.
All right.
Okay,
And,
I'll say he wins. He wins at playing it off.
what was your sense motive check, dude?
24 total.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. So yeah, he's
So
playing
Void
off, but
doesn't
Void does
care.
not want to leave.
And he's just like, are you going to go get me food now? Or do I have to go?
You will not leave this cell.
Okay, can I do an intimidation check now?
You are still being intimidating. I don't know.
That's like,
Dude,
not
you
to leave
are
the cell.
intimidated.
But that's to not leave the cell. That's not to like do anything else.
Mira's giving Dakota a bunch of head just go ahead and leave already. Dang.
Yeah.
She's got this, dude. Just go get the food.
I thought you said Mira went and got the food.
No, she was like giving
She
you a shoe
gestured for
answer.
you to go get it.
All right. Dakota goes off to get bloody steak for him.
Bloody steak with a baked potato.
You're not getting a baked potato. You get one or the other.
Oh, you have to include the baked potato. Lloyd will be angry. He needs the baked potato. It's life or death.
Okay, so while you're gone, Void, Mira is just like staring, like not necessarily at you, more like through you.
I look up at her and it's just like, are you looking for the demon?
She slowly shakes her head, obviously concentrated on something.
Void points to the chair Dakota was sitting in, just like, he's sitting there.
She doesn't turn to look.
Dakota
Void
is
sort of walks
obtained.
over and looks at the lock, just like seeing what his acid has done. Like, is it like fully milk?
Give me a high or low.
High.
Well, you
Finally!
you glance over at the lock and you see that whenever you weren't paying attention, Mira had fixed it with magic.
Oh, okay. Oh, just like, oh, so you fixed the lock. Good. I was worried that I had, like, broken your cell.
She kind of makes a shh motion.
Dakota has obtained bloody steak. He is on his way back.
Is Dakota giving some serious thought about just dragging Will out and getting everybody the hell out of there? Or is he still on this whole demon thing?
I mean, there's a trial period for Void, and if Dakota just leaves with Void, then that's going to be deep trouble.
I mean, if you look at it this way, Dakota could just claim that Void took off and, he went after him.
That will go after my alignment.
Very true. Crap.
See, I'm the only lawful good one here. Dakota will give Will to everybody and just stay there with Void and himself. Worst case scenario.
Void, give me a listen check real quick.
Oh, listen check? I'm good at those. That is 26.
Yeah, you heard them out there. Whenever Calcifier was out there, and you remember him saying, if you drag Will out here, I'll get us home. So yeah, you have that knowledge.
I want to make it a point that, like, I know that I often get high rolls, but on that one I rolled a 9.
He just has a lot of ranks into listen.
Yeah, I have a lot of ranks into a bunch of things.
Yeah, because you get a lot of freaking skill points as a berserker.
Yeah, I mean, I have fucking 20 in intimidation, and so that's.
Alrighty, so honestly, was not prepared for this whole thing to be going on, and I was kind of hoping that Exorcist would be here so that we could do some shenanigans about purple skin, but oh well.
Yeah, sadly.
Because literally in my notes right now, all I have is deal with shit.
Can I do I pass anybody on the way back to the dungeon?
High or low?
Hi.
Yeah, you passed Tiff.
Hey, Tiff.
Oh, hey.
Can you do me a favor?
What's going on?
Tell the tall one to gather everybody other than Void and myself, and for them to go. Just tell Roxy to go get William and give him to Calcifier.
Are you sure about that? I mean, seems like you guys were on something important.
They have a journey to continue. As of right now, my main focus is the monastery.
Does Void hear this conversation?
Give me a listen check. This one will be harder than the last.
Alright, that's fine, because I got a 36.
You hear bits and pieces, but you don't get the whole conversation.
Alright. That was literally the highest I can get with having that 20, so I helped.
Yeah, so you get the gist that you're probably going to be here for a while.
Okay.
Alrighty, so Tiff nods and heads off to start gathering everybody up.
Dakota comes back in the dungeon with just a bloody steak. You said bloody, right?
Bloodiest. He reaches his hand out for the steak.
He drops it in his hand.
Okay, you see Void take the steak and he goes and sits on the bed. You see his eyes give like a faint glow, and then he just starts tearing into the steak like an animal.
Okay then.
I would get you a potato if we had one.
And then Void looks up, Void looks up in between bites, and he just goes, "You better not be leaving me here.
Oh no, me and you are going to stay here for a while.
I don't want to stay. This is not my problem."
This is your problem when something possesses your body and you threaten my home.
I don't give a damn about your home, and I can sense deep down neither does this fucking demon. So how about you just let me go, and if you truly feel the need, you can stay here, but I'm not.
Mira, if you would please.
Mirror whispers something that you can't quite understand, and Dakota's rope just like launches through the opening in the bars, wraps around you, and you're now tied back up again.
Escape artist check.
Yeah, sure, if you want to. Let's do this.
That is a nat 20.
I am so sick of these net 20s you're getting.
Seriously, dude, they happen way too often.
I don't know. I just have good luck, I guess. I'm not cheating.
Well, then give me a high or low.
Hi.
Okay, yeah, you get out of the rope, but as the rope falls, it's like the light that was left from like whatever holy presence was on it is still wrapped around you. So now you're not being held by something physical; it's magical.
Thank you, Mira.
No problem. And she gives like a little flick of her finger, and the rope comes back out for you.
He ties it back around his leg. So what's everybody else doing?
Roxy comes into the library to get Melda, and just kind of taps her on the shoulder. And is like, "Hey, it's time to go."
Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put the book away. Whatever book I was reading on.
Yeah, you were just mainly reading up on like beliefs of Bahamut and whatnot.
Like if you look at the table, that's
a lot of religious texts.
like if you look in the background, that's the library you were in.
Yeah.
you had fun. You had fun.
And everybody starts gathering around like the gateway, and Tiff approaches the group with an unconscious Will on her back.
Purple skin and everything.
No, I already said the purple skin faded.
Ah.
Yeah, it faded in sleep. So how's everybody reacting to all this?
No, is Dakota and Void not coming?
They're still down in the dungeon area. Everybody else is gathered at the exit.
Alright, well, where's Dakota and Void?
They have some stuff to take care of, Tiffany says.
Calcifier would see the demon staring at them with like a death stare.
Yeah, and if anybody cares to notice, they see Calcifier just kind of shiver a little bit. So, yeah, the sooner we can get out of here, the better. We can explain things, once we're just not here. So, yeah, Michael, temporarily, Tiff is going to go with the group, and you are now in control of her.
Understood.
Pretty much just going to go with the same stats and whatnot, but all she has is a longsword. Anybody else got any questions? Santa, you reacting to anything?
Aquas?
Aquas, pass out, bud.
We lost him.
Is he here?
He's here. Like, he's here. It's just
Aquas.
Aquas, did you mute yourself or something?
no. I don't think he's muted.
Did he step away and not say anything?
I haven't
Maybe.
heard him most of the stream.
I haven't heard him talk in a while.
I don't think he's asleep, or else this thing would be idle on Discord.
Aquas, if you can hear us, could you type something in chat?
Maddie's watching the stream, right?
She hasn't talked in a while. And she pulled up tabletop earlier, so she might not be anymore.
Maddie'd probably be the one person that could get in contact with Aquas if he wasn't at his computer.
Oh, can you get a hold of Aquas for us? He's not saying anything.
Yeah. She's got a bit of a delay, so.
I know. I'm waiting.
I think it's like, what, a 15-second delay?
Yeah, 15 to 30.
Well, it says 5-second delay here on my OBS, but I know it's longer than that.
Yeah, because it was quiet for a good while before I saw in your chat, I'm here! Aquas!
Mm.
We did break one of the first rules of D&D.
What's
What?
that?
We're splitting the party.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, things might get crazy. We might have to just call this one early. You know, because I was not expecting you guys to like split up like this.
I mean,
So just a short hour stream. Has it only been an
I guess, yeah, it's going to have to be. I mean, because Exorcist just literally cannot join us for this week, and we don't know what's going on with Aquas. Everything's getting split up. I guess this is just the short hour what the hell stream.
Do we want to do the trial this one, or do we want to wait? Because we could have that happen.
that could be a way to prolong things on our side.
Yeah, we could have the trial happen.
Okay, so I guess everybody has gathered around, and everybody that's there and paying attention sees Calcifier reach out to the medallion that's around Will's neck, and you guys are back at Dark Oak Manor, Tiffany included, and yeah, she's a little freaked out, and now she's the only human in the group. Great.
Now Tiffany gets to see what Dakota went through.
Oh yeah.
Wood's not there, so
Yeah, so meanwhile, back at the monastery.
Meanwhile, back at the range.
I mean, we could have like a little bit
There
of a time
he
skip
is.
here.
Aquas?
Oh, is that awkward?
Aquas?
He just said something.
Aquas!
He just said something. Aquas, you were saying something? Talk more.
I got chased away for a bit by family. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. We thought
Oh,
something happened
man.
to you, dude.
This almost was a short episode.
Yeah, we almost called it.
But I was like, no, we can just have the trial this time and we can prolong it a little.
Okay, well, just to recap on what's the last thing that you remember happening in the stream?
The last thing I remember, the big thing was the talk about Azeroth.
So, Calcifier and Dakota talking.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
basically, just what
Okay.
happened is things happened. Void's now tied up with holy magic, per se, and nothing physical. Dakota's staying at the monastery with Void, and the rest of the party has gone back to Dark Oak Manor.
Yeah, Tiffany is now with you guys, the female paladin that was there.
And I'm well there.
Big sis is with you guys.
I
Oh
was gonna
boy.
say, Dakota's sister.
So yeah, we're cutting back over to Dark Oak Manor. I think we're just gonna role play out the trial and then just call it. So like if you wanted to if you want to stick around for it, that's you do you. But I think we're just gonna do the trial and just call it because yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, so back in the monastery. Wow, I did not have any of this planned out. Will was supposed to be here. You guys were supposed to teleport back, just do your thing, and head on up to
We
the next
forgot one of
adventure.
the puppies anyway.
Hmm?
We forgot one of the puppies anyway.
All right, so Michael, how does these trials usually take place up in the monastery? I mean, this is like your area, dude.
Basically, the way trials work at the monastery, a headmaster must be present, and it is in witness to all the paladins, all the clerics, and also any other resident of the monastery training to be a paladin or cleric.
Okay. Are there any headmasters there?
The cleric headmaster is there.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the cleric headmaster.
The cleric headmaster's name is Sophie Knights.
Sophie Knight.
She is
like
she is
N-I-G-H-T
very
or K-N-I-G-H-T?
K-N-I-G-H-T.
Okay.
And she is a very cold, domineering person.
Okay.
She is very intelligent. She's the one that specially trained Mira to be a cleric.
All right.
And she is very intimidating.
Okay then.
She is around 5'10", black hair, red eyes. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Charisma score of 23. I'm going to add that for each NPC I'm involved with.
So it's a very pretty woman, is what you're saying.
Type of woman you don't want to cross.
Yeah.
Yeah. What Mira has in power, this woman has in intimidation. So yeah. So About how quickly do these trials get together? Like how fast can they get one rounded up?
Depending on how severe the case was, and depending on if the culprit has already been caught or not, which the culprit already has been caught, per se, it could happen fairly quickly. As soon as the headmaster deems it, actually.
Okay, so it could happen within a day, if need be.
Yes. If need be, it could.
I don't think anyone has brought this up to the head cleric yet. Like, I think she's just been off doing her thing. Like, everybody's a little too scared to go around her to tell her what's going on. So that might be a job for Dakota.
Cole?
Yeah.
Cole, I'm going in. If I die, tell Tiff I love her.
Cole, you and Mira watch him. I'll be back. I gotta tell Headmaster about this.
Meanwhile, I'm having heat stroke over here.
Okay, so flips on air conditioning unit and starts drinking ice water while under a blanket.
So Dakota approaches the headmaster's, I'm gonna say, not quarters, but office space. Kind of where she always resides if she's not in the barracks.
Okay. Actually, as you were about to knock, before your knuckle can reach the wood, the door swings open on its own, and all you hear is one cold word. What?
Headmaster Sophie, Headmaster Knights, I mean, there is an issue that requires your attention.
A chair from the hallway has now, pressed against the back of your knees forcefully and has pushed you into the room, and you are now sitting down in front of her. And that would be...
A few days before you got back, I had returned to the monastery with a party of mine as I went off on my journey, so to speak. A very intensive matter brought me back, and they traveled along with me, and we resolved the issue. And upon resolving the issue, very shortly after, one of my members, something demonic controlled him, and he brought danger upon the monastery.
As you were telling her all of this, she kind of leans back against the desk. Like, she had been standing in front of it beforehand, but now she's kind of leaned back against it, and she's stirring a cup of something. It's not hot, like there's no steam coming from it, so it's probably like a cool drink mixed with milk or something. You can't tell from your angle. So you mean to tell me that through your adventures, you brought something demonic to this monastery, as well as any kind of danger that it could have caused?
I take full responsibility for this. The party member himself was not demonic, but something was locked inside of him that was demonic, unbeknownst to all of our knowledge. I have been unable to sense it until now.
She takes a sip of whatever the drink is from her cup. Prepare the room. And then, with like a little shoo-shoo motion, the chair then almost violently exits you from the room. So yeah, so you have now been tasked with preparing whatever room that it is for trials.
It happens in the main courtroom, or the main courtyard.
So so all the trials happen outside.
Yes.
Okay.
So Dakota begins preparing the courtyard for the trial.
Okay, so You get everything presentable. There's like chairs and whatnot for everybody to kind of sit in should they need to. Generally, the paladins will stand at attention just in case things get kind of, out of control. And once all that's set up, you are tasked with bringing Void out. Everyone has gathered around. The headmaster is standing where she needs to. Yeah.
Dakota goes to the dungeon to fetch Void. Now, Void,
What?
it's time for the trial.
Oh boy, what are you gonna do? Cut my head off? I don't imagine you're too keen on letting me live, because apparently you just have something against me.
It's not that, Void. Just come on. He opens the door and grabs at this holy light and kind of begins dragging him.
Again, it's not physical, so you can't grab it.
Then he just grabs one of the spikes on his shoulders and begins dragging him.
I'm gonna
Void
say this needs to be a
himself
strength check.
Void himself doesn't have any spikes, though. It was the mask. You can see, like, Void isn't, like, fully formed, so you can see, like, tiny ones, like, from his head. But he personally hasn't grown any yet.
So that is an 18 plus my strength. So do I add the modifier?
Yeah, the strength modifier.
That is a 24.
Okay. Now, important question: is Void going willingly?
Void will go willingly, but he's not getting dragged.
Okay, so he goes to grab a spike on your mask, and you just kind of stand up like, I've got this.
Yeah.
Follow me.
And Void just starts to walk after him.
He heads out to the courtyard.
Okay, so, yeah, Void, as you come out, you see all the clerics and paladins are gathered around, and there's this robed woman that you are about to stand before that you've never seen before. But like we said before, she is a very intimidating aura about her. So
Presence.
I'm gonna need you to give me a will save. She has the frightful presence aura.
That is 39.
You're not shaken, but you respect her.
Alright.
State your name.
My actual name or the one I chose?
Either or. It's just for a record.
Then you can put down Void.
Alright, Void it is. Now, do you know what you're being charged of?
Not entirely. I'm either charged of being a demon or having a demon inside me.
Indeed. It's not the only thing, but that's the gist of it. How do you feel about the situation?
Honestly, like, this is a waste of my time. I just want to leave at this point.
Well, you can understand how we can't just let something that has a demon inside of them just walk free.
I can understand your logic behind it, but... yeah.
So do you have anything to say in your defense of these accusations?
Well, for one, I can say that if what I'm seeing, this black mist, is a demon, I can tell you, one, he doesn't like me, and two, I'm definitely not working with him.
What I want you to do for me right now is focus on this black mist that you're seeing.
Alright, but just focus on it?
Yes, just focus on it.
Okay, what's focusing on it?
Does it have a shape, or is it just mist?
It has a partial shape. It's not fully formed.
Can you draw it in the dirt using your foot?
Be right back. Gotta get groceries.
Yeah, I can.
Please do so.
You want to post the?
Please do so.
Do you want me to post the picture in like general?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right, give me a minute. Void drew something roughly around the shape of that man.
Okay. She looks down at the drawing before noticing that as all of this attention is being given to it, it's starting to gain a more solid form, a more definite shape. So you're able to change your drawing to pretty much an outline of that.
All right.
Excuse me, sorry. Don't come over me. It's fine, hon. So this looks like a demon of rage. Tell me, are you a berserker by trade?
I am a berserker.
Ah, that would make sense. Mira, would you be a dear and drop the bindings, please? Mira, with a seeming shock, snaps her fingers, and you're no longer bound. This is how your trial is going to go. I'm going to summon something, you're going to fight it, and I'm going to judge you based on that fight. Seems simple enough, doesn't it?
I can say yes, it does.
Okay. Let's see here. So she takes out this big book and starts flipping through pages. Meanwhile, everybody's just kind of like keeping their eyes on you.
Can I see, like, calling them in the crowd?
Yeah, like there's not a whole lot of people here, but there's enough to where you know you're not getting out of here without a good fight if you wanted to run.
So he turns to calling them. And he's just like, "Is she normally like this scary?" 'Cause I'm kind of intimidated.
Cole gives like quick little nods, like trying not to be seen, like but answering your question at the same time.
Void gives like a thumbs up and he turns back.
I'm back.
Welcome back. To catch you up, she knows about the demon and whatnot. Had him draw it in the dirt using his foot, and this is how his trial is going to go. She's going to summon something. He's going to fight it, and she's going to judge him based on that fight.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm trying to find something really quick. Okay, she has everyone cleared the grounds in order to give room for this trial, and she summons a golem. It's a pretty big sized golem. Too.
Okay.
And roll for initiative.
So it's my initiative. So it's my roll plus my initiative. Where do I find the initiative thing?
The initiative modifier. It'll say initiative modifier somewhere in the top of it.
All right. Do I add anything else or no?
No, it's just that plus your initiative modifier.
Then that is a 21.
Okay. Void moves first.
Okay. I used the full action to gain adrenaline.
Okay.
Is that in my turn, I believe?
Yeah, because you used your full action to get it.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Here we go. So this golem moves forward and goes to it brings its arms up to slam on you. Full. Let's see here. Let's see if it hits.
Well, for what?
Does 38 beat your AC?
Does it beat my AC? Yes.
Okay. You take 30 damage. And it is now your turn.
All right. Okay.
You there, bud? It's your turn.
I am that. I'm just looking at everything, trying to decide what I want to do. Because I have to keep in mind the cost of everything.
Yeah, there is a.
So I'm gonna pop overbearing blow.
What does that do?
If I hit him, he has to make a reflex save, or he falls.
Okay.
Within it. Yeah.
Roll to see if you hit.
He becomes prone. That's the thing. But I also can I pop a Grimoire power attack along with that?
What does that do
That
again?
just gives me, at my current level, it will give me a plus 18 bonus to my attack damage with my greatsword.
Okay, so that would just add on to the damage if you hit.
Yeah, just add on to the damage if I hit.
Yeah, sure. That'd be fine. But roll to see if you hit.
And last but not least, I'm going to activate Rage. Why not?
Okay. So it'd be your roll plus your
Roll?
strength, I believe. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a melee weapon. And then if there's anything else that you need to add on from your abilities.
That is a... That is... Yeah, 24.
Nope, not good enough. Does not beat the AC. You miss.
Alright.
Alright. It's going to attempt to do a slam again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to hit because that's a 50. Let's see here. This time you take 24 damage.
Alright.
Your turn.
Okay, I spend the adrenaline to keep Rage active, and I use Grimoire power attack again, and I just swing at him.
Okay, roll to see if you hit. And since you're not moving, you can use all of your attacks.
That's 25.
Nope. Man, this thing has a really good AC. Alright.
So I have 3 other attacks that I can try to hit him with.
Yeah. If you net 20, that's an auto hit and auto crit. Just so you know.
Okay. That's another 25.
Nope.
And now 20.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna hit and you're gonna crit with all of your stuff. So roll out your damage and give me a number.
That's 59.
59 damage, not bad. Okay. The golem is going to stomp the ground and cause quake. Let's see here.
What does Quake do?
We can cast Earthquake, an intense but highly localized tremor rips the ground. Powerful shockwave created by this spell knocks creatures down. Collapses structures, open cracks in the ground and more. The effect lasts for 1 round, during which time creatures on the ground can't move or attack. Spellcaster on the ground will make a concentration check or lose any spell he or she tries to cast. The Earthquake effect affects all terrain, vegetation, structures, creatures in the area. The specific effect of Earthquake spell commands depends on the nature of the terrain where it's cast. Okay, so let's see here. I guess this would count like a place area. Oh, no. Open ground. Each creature standing in the area must make a DC 15 reflex save or fall down. So, make a reflex save.
You said 15 reflex save?
Yeah.
I'm going to pass that.
Unless you get a nat 1.
Yeah. The only way I'll fail is if I get a nat 1. And I rolled a 19. So,
Okay, yeah, you do not fall down, and it's your turn now.
okay. I don't activate Rage the same. I just let it run out.
Okay. So do you attack?
What type? Can I do a roll to see what type of golem this is, or if it's just like...
You would have to roll a specific knowledge. What knowledges do you have?
Like, the knowledges? I have knowledge, history and knowledge nature.
Do a knowledge history and see if you know about golems like this.
19.
Not good enough.
Okay. Then... Can I do, like, a gather information check just to see, like, well, what this, like, is made of, per se?
Yeah, sure.
This golem?
Sure.
27.
It is made of iron. This is a giant iron golem.
Okay. I spit acid at the ankle part of it.
Okay. Give me a higher low.
High.
Okay. Acid makes contact and is actually starting to melt away at it.
Okay. And that's 4d8s of damage.
That's what?
My acid, my breath attack does 4d8s of damage, so I have to roll that now.
Yeah.
That's 19.
Okay, so you did 19. Alright.
Yeah. That ends my turn, per se.
Okay. Seeing that you didn't fall down, it's going to try to slam you again. Give me a higher low.
High.
As it goes to do its slam, where you spit acid on it, its ankle just sort of like breaks and throws it off kilter, and it falls to the ground and is now prone. And it's your turn.
Okay. I hop up to like I run over to where like per se the neck part of it is, and I spit acid there.
Okay. Higher low.
Low.
It hits, but you notice that it's not melting in this area. Okay. So it is gonna try to get up from this. That's that one. No, it tried to get up and falls back down and takes.
My acid's still damaging though.
Takes 9 damage. Just trying to get back up and just ended up doing a flop.
Did the acid on like the neck part do damage though?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Yeah, it'll still do damage. It's just it's not melting.
Okay, that's 16.
All right. So it's your turn again because, like I said, it tried to get up and failed.
I'll use my swift action because that's what you said it will be to undo my scythe. Oh wait, I want to make a point. Can we go back in time for a minute? She said that she was gonna fight, but we made it canon that Boyd was disarmed. So did he have all of his weapons given to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll use my swift action and undo my scythe.
Okay. So you really your side.
I'll try to chuck my scythe and see if I can get it into like the ankle spot, what I did, and see if I can do more damage there.
Okay, this is going to be a dexterity throw with a -1 to your roll because you are declaring a spot that you're trying to hit.
Actually, because of a new berserker power I got, all thrown things are treated as melee attacks.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Because you have throw anything. But you don't have that. You don't have precise shots though. You're making a called shot. That's why you're taking a minus here. And it's just a -1.
I know I'm still taking the minus, but I have long death. So treat thrown attacks as melee attacks. So I'll use my strength instead of my dexterity.
Yeah, okay. And this will be up against its touch AC because it's prone.
That's a 23.
That hits.
Okay.
So, roll out your damage, and add on your strength since this is being counted as a melee attack.
That's 14.
In total?
Yes.
Okay. This thing is looking worse for wear. And I don't think you moved during this, did you?
No, I didn't.
Alright, so you still have more attacks. And due to your Berserker feat thing, your weapon is still
Yeah,
returns
right in
to
the blades. It comes back to my hand. But I don't want to do anything. So that would be my one. I don't want to do any more of my attacks. So I'll let it go.
Okay. It's going to try to get up again. Hey, net 20. So this thing manages to hobble back up to its feet, and it's going to try to slam you now.
Alright. Is that another high or low?
No, this is a 43 against your AC.
Yeah, then that hits.
Okay. So. Does 29 damage. It's your turn.
I take a shuriken and I throw it at it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That is a 26.
Nope, you miss. On the bright side, you don't lose the shuriken thanks to your Ring of Blades.
Yeah, okay, I throw it again.
Okay.
I want you to know I rolled a 19 that time, so the only way I can hit this if I get a nat 20.
Yeah, you're probably only going to be able to hit this thing using net 20.
I miss again.
Yeah, you said that you rolled a 19.
Yeah, I'll only hit it if I get a nat 20. That's what's going on here.
Yeah, you're probably only going to hit it if you get a net 20 because its AC is 31.
Yeah, so I can only hit it if I get a nat 20.
Or
So-
your acid breath. No, I think it's only a limited number of times a day. We're going to have to take a look at that.
What is?
Your breath attack, I think that's a limited number of times a day, so we're going to have to take a look at that.
I've already used it twice. I don't know. I can. Is it a limited number of times, or do we just want to say that I can use it whenever?
I think it's a limited number of times.
Technically, I've used it 3 times, so I don't know.
I mean, one was for like RP use. This is like for actual battle.
I'm bringing up the Dragonborn race. I'll see if I can find anything.
Sorry about the slow stream, everybody. This was so not planned. By now, I was hoping to have been at the dwarf area.
It doesn't really say anything about having a limited number of times, so I don't know.
Well, then, since it doesn't say anything, we're gonna just treat it as you can do it whenever. So, unless you get like net 20s on this thing, it's you're probably gonna have to rely on a breath attack.
Then I'll use my breath attack and I'll hit it, like not in the ankle part, but just like a big toe.
What? You could just say,
I'm
I
doing-
use my
you
breath
say,
attack,
I
and
use
then
my-
this thing needs to make a reflex save. It's not going to be able to make the reflex save, so you could just roll damage. Or are you just trying to melt this thing to a puddle of food?
I'm currently at 11 adrenaline, and we established that it's 12 for Azeroth. So I'm trying to bring him out here. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay.
So you said that you were aiming for a certain part?
Like a big toe, per se.
A big toe. Of the foot that's still attached?
Yes.
High or low?
High.
Okay, yeah, it's starting to melt the big toe. Roll your damage.
$19. And the transformation happens.
So
God, not again.
yeah, so while fighting this thing, your cape flares up, brighter than bright red, and you've got black mist around you. Or how's it look again?
How it goes is the black mist starts pouring out of void. He screams of what seems to be in pain. A black mist envelops around him. His cloak turns the brightest shade of red you've ever seen, and his teeth start to look like fangs. And his eyes are glowing.
Yeah, since you didn't move, Azeroth has the rest of your attacks.
So what size category is this creature?
Let's see here. It is a colossal construct, so I'm going to say it's large.
And it's large.
Yeah, it's large.
Okay, well that's what class Azeroth is. So I can bull charge this.
So you're gonna bull rush the behemoth. Okay.
Yeah, bull rush the thing. So he popped bull rush.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's basically I just charge at him. I get a +4 from it being improved, and then I get a +10 from another ability I have.
So, but what does this bull rush do? Does it do damage or
I take him and I basically run him into the nearest thing and slam him into it.
So you're gonna slam him into the monastery wall.
That's what Azeroth is doing.
Okay. And as far as you can tell, is there any damage calculation for that?
I don't think there's any, but there's not really any.
Okay.
I mean, it could be can make it like same if it falls down, as it only has like one good foot.
That is true. High or low?
That's high.
Yeah, you slam it in. Well, Azeroth slams it into the wall, and it starts to fall down. Like it's gonna fall down on top of him. How does he react? Like, give me a reflex save. Like if he's gonna move.
Oh no, Azeroth is gonna hold up the greatsword and final strike.
Final strike.
Final thrust. That's the one where I use basically because with the amount of levels I finally had final thrust. Basically, I get like 59 dice rolls of d6s.
Okay. I'm gonna say that in this state, it's going against its touch AC. Its touch is 1, so this attack is gonna hit.
And does it kill it? Because I don't know if you want me to sit here and have me roll all those dice.
You're gonna have to roll those dice.
Off topic, but is the monastery wall damaged at all from this?
Give me a high or low.
Hi.
No, it actually took that fairly well. There's like some sort of magic that the headmaster is using on this thing that she summoned, so it has not messed up the monastery at all. Good job!
Okay.
You actually passed one of these.
For the first time in forever. Those dice are not racist.
Yeah, don't mind me and Michael. We're just bowling on the board here.
Well, to be fair, you literally can do nothing else right now because you're kind of not here.
I want to make a question. I'm at 109 and I'm already at 30. Do we just want to say that it kills it, or do you want me to keep going?
You've done 30 damage so far?
I'm at 109, but I've
Oh,
only
yeah.
rolled dice.
Yeah, you killed it.
Okay.
So, yeah, you bull rush this thing, slam it into a wall, it starts to fall on you,
And
it
then it
has
has-
final thrust upwards, and as
Yeah.
you kill it, it just, seems to, fade out of reality. So, yeah, everyone is now standing there staring at you, the demon.
Oh, I thought we made it canon that if he uses that, he dissipates afterwards.
Oh, yeah, because
Or do
this
we
thing,
want-
doesn't it use all of your adrenaline?
Yeah, that uses all of his adrenaline.
Okay, well then, yeah, you just kind of collapse to the ground. Well, that was a sight to behold. Dakota, how do you think he fared?
Okay, so Void just sort of gets up.
Him or the other thing? Because
In
him
general.
himself, in general, it was a fair battle. It's interesting watching that thing from afar instead of having its fist in your face.
That is true, but notice how it didn't turn on any of us as it was fighting the golem. True, it could have just charged on ahead against its attacker, but there was all of us around it. Easy targets for the pickings, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually walks over to Void, who is on the ground, and holds out a hand to help him up. If he's conscious. Is he conscious?
Azeroth just dissipates and is gone for a little bit. Void is still fine.
So, yeah, Void had collapsed to the ground, and now she's over
Void-
there offering a hand to help him up.
Yeah, Void takes the hand and gets up.
You seem to have this under control, at least for now. Dakota. She's calling for you to come over. Did you bump your mute button again? Michael?
Michael.
Michael?
Michael.
You bumped
Yeah, I'm
your
back.
mute button. Did you bump your mute button, or did you go AFK?
Dad's draining radiator fluid in the front yard. I had to run out and get the cat and bring her in.
Oh, okay.
Well,
she had gone over, helped Void up, and called for you to come over to her.
Dakota approaches.
I'm charging you with watching this one. You may continue on your adventures, but he is your duty. Make sure that demon doesn't get the better hold of him.
And if it does,
Kill him.
understood.
You're hereby free to go, Void. But if I catch you in this monastery again, I will end you myself. And then she goes to her office, and you get the feeling like you need to skedaddle.
And Void turns to Dakota and goes, "All right."
All right.
Okay.
Void.
He turns to Dakota, grabs him by the arm, pops Raging Speed, which gives him like a 30+ bonus to his movement speed and such, and he just fucking books it out of there.
Wait, what are you doing?
Like Void is scared of that woman, so he just grabs Dakota by the arm and fucking starts.
On that
Buy me
note,
rock!
on that note, I think we're going to have to call this an episode. It is going to take some time for Void and Dakota to make it back to Dark Oak Manor without teleportation, if that's even where they're going to go. We'll settle all that in between episodes. Until next time, hopefully Exorcist will be able to join us next week, but after next week we will be taking a small break considering that, Exorcist is going up to Canada for summer vacation, or whatever it is that he's doing.
Real quick,
I don't
the puppy Dakota was supposed to look after,
Mira's taking care of it.
and the one that Tiffany was supposed to look after.
I guess Mira's going to have to take care of that too, because it just kind of got left behind. Yeah.
Say that Void took a puppy with him on the way.
No.
No, you said that he booked it, and I cut it off right there. As you guys, if this was an anime, you guys would be booking it down the road. It's like seeing you from far away, and then it looks up to towards the sky. And there's the credits. But yeah, like I said, after next week, Exorcist won't really be able to join us for a while because he'll be on vacation or whatever. I'm thinking about doing a smaller side campaign. What do you guys think about that? Something that's not too serious, and who knows, maybe even give you stuff in this particular campaign if you do well.
It'd be interesting.
Right.
It'll give us a chance to level up and maybe be able to go toe to toe with Will since he's so OP.
Well, the thing is, with this side campaign, you guys would need different characters.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
But like I said, you could be getting stuff for this campaign through that campaign.
That or Will just stays at the manor.
I thought you wanted to put him on a back burner per se, while we did things.
Yeah, well, this is getting into some really serious stuff. I wanted to do something kind of lighthearted and fun. Who knows? Maybe have a tournament thing where every episode it's a different challenge, and you guys get stuff based on whatever the challenge is.
World Martial Arts Tournament. It's decided.
And this will give you guys a chance to try out a different build or whatnot that you and etc. And of course, you wouldn't be starting off at level 1 if it was a tournament. We'd be doing some level adjusting.
So Michael, what do you think of the demon?
So what?
Are we saying goodbye now?
I will put you down if I need to.
Yeah, we'll continue this discussion off stream. And until next time, guys, this has been Master Hobai. Thank you and good night.